Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about tattoos, tattoo regret, and tattoo removal. It's just going to be like a little sit down, chit chat, talk, so grab a drink, grab a snack. I don't think it's going to be too long, but I just wanted to, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and I just got another tattoo removal session, so I thought now's the perfect time. As you can probably assume, I have got tattoos and I regret them, and I'm finally getting them removed. And I just want to kind of talk about like how we got to this point. My mom always told me to not get tattoos. I remember when my older brother got a tattoo, my mom was so mad. I think I just did like the typical, like my mom told me I couldn't get tattoos, so I just wanted to get one as an act of rebellion. Like literally every tattoo I got was not really me like making the decision. It was just influenced by something else, even though I obviously made the decision to go get the tattoo. Like I'm not placing the blame on someone else. Like I have full responsibility for my decisions. I just think back and I'm like, I wish I was more sure of myself back when I was younger, so I could have saved myself like all of this like time and money. My first tattoo is probably the tattoo I regret the least, because my best friend, like growing up, like middle school and high school, we ended up going to different high schools. So when I was so young in school too, so like after we graduated high school, she went off to college in Nebraska, and then when she would come visit, we would always meet up and hang out. And one of those times that she came to visit and we met up, I was finally 18. I was like, girl, let's go get a tattoo. And it wasn't even because I wanted a tattoo. I just wanted to go get a tattoo as an act of rebellion. Literally as an act of rebellion. I was like very sheltered growing up. My mom was very strict. I was not allowed to do anything, you guys. And like I feel like you hear about strict parents. Like no. I wasn't allowed to do anything at all. You know, I barely even was allowed to run track. Like my mom was very hesitant to even let me run track. Yeah, I'm very compassionate though, because like she was a single mom. I feel like she was just trying to protect me, but she was very, very strict. We won't get too much into that, but like I just want you to think of like strict parents, and she was like 10 times stricter. Okay, I mean, when I got freedom, like I just was making decisions, and I feel like I was only doing it because I felt like I could finally, and not necessarily because I wanted to. Does that make sense? My best friend comes into town. I was like, let's go get a tattoo. She's like, let's go get one. And we got the most typical, like so dumb, like Chinese writing of like 3 words, and I can't even tell you what they are anymore, you guys. I got it on my side. My mom's gonna watch this video and she's gonna laugh like so hard and say like I told you so, but I got it on my side. My best friend got a matching tattoo. She got it on her ankle. I did ask her if she was okay if I started to do the removal process, just so you guys know, because I was like, we got these together, I love you, you know, I don't want you to feel like any type of way if I get them removed. But I just was telling her like I really don't want any tattoos on me at all. Like I just don't want anything. It doesn't resonate with me anymore. And she was like, yes, go for it, not a problem. So anyway, we went to get the tattoos. I went forward a little bit. Let's go back. So we went to get the tattoos. I don't even remember what the symbols say, you guys. And it's so funny. Like a couple years after I got it, I saw this like meme of like, what if Chinese people just walked around with like English writing, like English words, just like patience or something on them. And I was like, that is so true. Like, so funny. I feel like it's just like that age range, like age time, you know. It was like 12 years ago that I got it, probably. Yeah, I'm 30, so I got it when I was 18. I was like, that's like 12 years ago. That's actually crazy that I've had a tattoo for 12 years. That's nuts. I was probably like 18 or 19 when I got it. Of course I got it on my side because I had to hide it from my mom, because there's no way she could know I had a tattoo. Like I tried to hide it from her. She said eventually she saw it. Whatever. Anyway, and then like when I was like 21 or something, I got the like most awful tattoo on my ankle. Like literally so embarrassing. I don't even want to show you guys, and I'm not going to show you because I actually hate it so much. You know, I feel like if my tattoos weren't awful, I maybe wouldn't hate them so much. Like I wouldn't have so much regret, but they're like bad tattoos. Like literally they're just like dumb, bad tattoos, right? I mean, the side, like the Chinese symbol one, is more like funny, like cringy funny, like, you know. It's like whatever. The other one's like I just hate, you know. So anyway, I got the worst tattoo ever. I remember I was in massage therapy school, and I thought it was so cool and enlightened and like into like numerology and signs and shapes and things and geometry and just like basically witchcraft. Like they were inspired by witchcraft symbols, you guys, okay? And as you may or may not know, I am a believer now. So I was like, oh my God, get these off of me. I didn't mean to say, oh my God, right now. Oh my gosh. Please forgive me, Father. Anyway, so got those, and I got them in red ink. And they were just like the dumbest tattoos, you guys. I literally cannot believe I made this decision. And this was also just like, I thought I was like doing so much healing and like, I don't know. It was also a weird time. I was living at home, and this is the time, you guys may know, like, you know, I'm just mentioning this because it's like when life is kind of chaotic, I just felt like it was like a me taking control of something, but I wasn't like at all, and I was not thinking clearly. But anyways, this is a time when I was living at home, and my older brother was living at home, and you may or may not know, but my brother is unfortunately addicted to drugs right now. He's on the street now, but at that time he was doing drugs, and he was still at my mom's house, and you know, basically like drugged out in the front yard every day. And I was like trying to go to massage school, and it was just an intense, like very hard time. And I just felt like it was like oh, like I'm so stressed out, I'm so this, like I'm gonna go get a tattoo and be like empowered, like so dumb. So again, like it's not because I wanted to get a tattoo, it was just like something else, like, and I'm taking full responsibility. Obviously I made the decisions, I was an adult. I just feel like it was never because I wanted a tattoo that I got one. It was like outside things like making me feel like, oh, I should go do this, like it's gonna be fun. I don't know, whatever. And I feel like that's the moral of the story here, is that if you're gonna get a tattoo, you know, like really get a tattoo because you want it, you really like it, you thought it out, like save money, go to a good artist, like, you know, really think it out. And I know some people can just get tattoos and like they're whatever and they don't care. I am not that type of person. If you're that type of person, you know, this video is obviously not for you. But for me, yeah, it did not work out. Very shortly after, the regret came in for my ankle tattoo, and I was like, I hate this tattoo, and I was like, I should get it removed to people about it. And this is like why I wish I was more sure of myself, because again, like an outside source was convincing me to do something I didn't necessarily want to do, and I continued to regret it more. So I was talking to all my friends, like I was like, I hate my tattoos, I think I'm gonna get it removed. Everyone was like, oh, removals is so expensive, it's gonna hurt, you should just get it covered up, you should get a different tattoo. Literally everyone around me was like, no, don't get it removed, it's, you know, just do this and do that and do that. And I was like, wait, like no one was agreeing with me that I should get it removed. Everyone was telling me it's so expensive. Like literally anyone I would talk to, like it was like, oh, it's so expensive, blah blah blah. And I wish I had just gone to a tattoo removal place to see, like have a free consultation and just see how much it would cost, because spoiler alert, it wasn't even that expensive because my tattoos are small. So instead of listening to myself, listening to what I wanted to do, I went to outside sources. And you know what, really quick, like I've talked to other friends that have tattoos. They've told me like, oh, I kind of regret having a tattoo too. And then they always just end up like getting more tattoos because, you know, and they're like, but I wish I kind of didn't have a tattoo, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it's a very common thing to have. So instead of listening to myself, I listened to like all my friends that were saying like, no, just get a different tattoo or cover it up or this and that. So then I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So I got a tattoo on top of my tattoo. It wasn't even what I wanted. And as the girl was doing it, I will say that the girl that did it was my favorite tattoo artist. By the way, all my tattoo artists were girls, which is awesome. One girl did the side and the ankle, and then another girl did the cover up and my wrist, which we'll get into. So I was still very much into the new age and still very like into like all the signs and whatever. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do a different one on top of it, try to cover it up, see if I like it more. I didn't. I hated it more. And as she was doing it, I feel like I should have said something before it was too late. Like she could have changed it a little bit, but no, it was too late, and I didn't speak up and I didn't say anything, and I hated the tattoo more. And I was like, well, while we're here, let's just add more tattoos. Literally, why didn't I just listen to myself? So anyway, I was like, we're here, let's get some tattoos. Another new age symbol on my wrist, you guys, which I can't even say what they were, because it's like literally probably so demonic, and I'm like, I cannot believe I did that. As a believer now, I'm like, what the heck? So I feel like on top of it, it was like, not only did I regret my tattoos, but I'm like, why did I get tattoos with such like negative meaning? I feel like if they didn't have so much like correlation to the new age, I probably wouldn't hate them that much, but they do. So it makes it like even more of like a visceral, like I need these tattoos off of me immediately. I got tattoos on my wrist. I won't really show you. I'll probably like post pictures of my tattoo removal, like my side and my wrist a little bit, and you guys probably know what these are, but I'm not going to say what they mean and like what I thought, what my intentions were when I got them, because it's like literally insane. Like I'm like, thank God Jesus saved me, because it's crazy. Anyway, so got these on top of it, and I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm so like into my spirituality, and like now it's like all over me and I love it. I instantly hated them too, and I'm like, why did I get more tattoos now? Because now the tattoo removal is going to be even more expensive, because I have to do more tattoo removal. If I had not gone a tattoo on top of my tattoo on my ankle, that tattoo would probably be gone by now, but I still probably have, like, honestly, with how long it's been taking, probably like at least 5 to 10 more sessions. Okay, so that's the tattoo process. I finally decided to start the tattoo removal. Actually, when I met my husband, he was like, oh, you have tattoos and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but I hate them. I want to get them removed. And he had tattoos, and he's one tattoo on his knuckles. He's like, oh my gosh, I want to get my tattoos removed too. And I was like, you're my soulmate. I was like, let's make an appointment and go get our tattoos removed, because he was probably like the first person I've ever talked to that was like, yeah, I want to get mine removed too, and like, let's do it. So I booked us a consultation. We went to go get our tattoos, like a consultation. Literally for all my tattoos to get removed per session was $150, which I mean does add up over time, but I thought it was going to be like $300 each, $400 each, you know, like I thought it was going to be astronomically expensive, but that is super doable. And I'm like, I wish I would have done this sooner. I can't even remember, probably like 10 sessions of tattoo removal in Arizona. I live in Idaho now, so in Arizona, and per session it was like $150 for all 3 of mine, and they did fade significantly. The wrists are like almost gone. The finer lines of my ankle are basically gone. My side like faded significantly too, but not a lot of progress. And then I was pregnant, so I had to stop getting tattoo removal, and we moved to Idaho. So then I went to a clinic here. Here it is more expensive. I think it was like $250 for all of my tattoos. That's significantly more, so that does add up a lot faster. You know, if like $150 for 2 sessions is $300 and $250 for 2 sessions is $500, so that does add up more. So I did 1 session last year, all of them, and he did do it like a lot more intense than the girl was doing in Arizona. It was more painful, but I do think I saw maybe a little bit more results. It's hard to tell, but I do think I saw significant reduction there. And then I just did 1 session last month. I blistered, so painful. I mean, the blisters were fine, but like when he was lasering it, you guys, when the laser is actually lasering off the tattoo, it hurts so bad. So if you feel like you are gonna maybe regret a tattoo, just really consider it, because yeah, you can get it removed nowadays, but at what cost? You know, like it is so painful. Like, oh, I just thought I was the coolest person ever. Like I got a tattoo on my ribs, I got a tattoo on my wrist, I got a tattoo on my ankle and like kind of my foot, which are like some of the most painful areas, I guess, to get tattooed, other than like your inner arm or something. I thought it was so cool. It didn't hurt at all, but you know what? The tattoo removal hurts so bad. Yeah, and then I just got a tattoo removal session last week. Very painful still. And this time I didn't blister. They're kind of like crusted with blood, which is something I've never seen before. But they look like they're really going to be fading, and I think my wrists are finally going to be like faded after this. You can kind of see, and I think they're going to be faded after this, finally, my wrist. I'm not too worried about my side because I don't really ever see it, and so I'm more so just concerned about my ankle. So I think if I can get a quote for like just my ankle, I might still continue to do the sessions, but it's just so expensive. I can't do it that often. Really excited. I feel like they're almost gone. They're making their way out finally. I'm 13, 14 tattoo removal sessions in, and I still probably need like 10 more. I'm not even kidding. I mean, if you guys want to follow up when my tattoos are finally all removed and see how much it total will cost and how many sessions I actually did, I can call like the clinics back and see like how many times I actually went in, and so I can tell you guys like how much it cost total, because right now I'm probably in like a little bit over $1,000 total, and I still need to do like 10 more sessions. It's gonna be expensive, it's painful, but I'm excited for them to be finally removed. I'm never gonna get a tattoo again, literally ever, never getting a tattoo again. Thankfully, if this video will be up on my YouTube channel, if my kids ever want to get a tattoo, I can show them this video and be like, look, this was my experience, you know. Really consider it, please. really consider it. And I will be making sure that the tattoo they're getting at least looks cool if they insist on getting one. But I would hope that they didn't. I feel like we have a really good case because my husband and I both got tattoos and we both got them removed. So it's like maybe our kids will be like, okay, no, they already walked this path, you know, but you never know. You never know with kids. So I still have a long time to worry about that. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience here. That was my experience getting tattoos and regretting them, and now in the removal process. I know some people really respond well to tattoo removal and their tattoos like really like fade so fast, and I wish that was me, but it's not me. There's a chance that if you're wanting to get your tattoos removed, like it might go faster than mine, and it depends like on how big they are, how old they are, how deep the tattoo artist went. My only tip would be to drink a lot of water and like work out, because like the higher circulation that you have going and the more hydration, like the pigment can work its way out faster because it goes like into your bloodstream and works its way out that way. That would be my tip. That's the only thing you can do to kind of make it like more effective, but it's really, you just have to see like how your body's going to react to it. Hopefully your body reacts well to it, and if it's bigger, it's obviously going to take longer and be more painful. That's something to consider. Also, for the price, it's really going to depend on where you go, where you live, and everything like that. I'm curious to see if somewhere around my area does it more like affordable, but I really like the doctor I go to, so I might just stick with him. Like even in Arizona, it was $150 for all three of my tattoos, and here it was $100 more in Idaho. So it's really just going to depend on where you are and how much it costs, unfortunately. That was my experience with all of that, you guys. I hope this was like helpful, informative if you're considering tattoos, tattoo removal, or something like that. Just really think it through. And if you're wanting to get tattoo removal and everyone's telling you to just get it covered up or something, I'll be the person to tell you, start the removal process. Don't make it worse, okay? It's going to be painful. It's probably going to be expensive, but it's going to be worth it if you really want to have your tattoo gone. I think it's worth it, and I wish I would have started the process way sooner. Way sooner. I wish I had started the tattoo removal process so much sooner, but I didn't. We live and we learn, and I thought I would share my experience with you guys so maybe someone can learn from my experience at least. If you're new here, I post lifestyle, wellness, and some motherhood content, vlogs, things like that. So I would love for you to stick around if any of those things sound interesting to you. And love you guys. God loves you, and I'll see you next time.